what you're going to see quite often is an opportunity for man-to-man coverage. And when you get those man looks, you want to give a chance to your wide receiver, Henderson.
Daniels running out of time. Look at him go. This is where he really is devastating. His ability to create. Last year he was converting on third downs, and that's how. Head football coach gives a lot of autonomy to his offensive and defensive coordinators. Little read action, and here goes Jalen. There goes Jalen. First down to the 20.
On that game with his legs.
Out of the shotgun on first down. Tempo. That's Cam Pickett. Down the picket fence for the touchdown. Year, Kansas was 67% in conversions on fourth down. Remember, this is a team that beat top 25 teams in succession 3 times in the Big 12. Williams, Le'Shawn, gone, touchdown.
Receivers were blocking with great intensity. You saw it there with a nice pickup.
Look at Pickett again. Touchdown. Number 2 for number 7 today. Third down and 6. Extra tight end in.
Take a look at the rusher at the top.
Warner. He can be resourceful. Now he's running out of time and throws it away, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kansas. Devin Dye with the interception. The program that Fresno State had become is something that they are looking forward to having under Matt Entz. Out of the gun, quick look in. Levi Wentz, the aforementioned angular one. So this will be a 47-yard boot. 16 of 17 a year ago. His longest was 49. So this is 2 yards inside his longest. Just snuck it in with a slight draw to get the first down, keep this drive going. Trailing by 17 to open the half. Warner in trouble. Pressure off the edge. Down he goes. Ball is loose. Kamara with the tackle. They're going to rule him down back at the 48-yard line. NFL and college football seminars that I don't get corrected by Mike Pereira.
With an immediate recovery by Kansas at the 49-yard line. First down.
Nick Benedetto, you make sure that you have guys back so that they don't take that shot.
Look out. Highshaw. High stepping. And the first down inside the 30 to the 28. First and 17 after the penalty. Williams. Le'Shawn with that quick burst again. Yeah, he is outstanding. It's one of the reasons why he hung around and got the campus and wanted to continue his career. That one's caught. It's Kubeka, and there's redemption. So this staff has a lot to learn about their personnel. Warner's pass is incomplete and picked on the tip drill. Intercepted by Lyric Rawls.
Well, and Drake Lindsey is something to behold, I believe.
And by the time we get to Ames, Iowa for our third game, Gus and Joel will just be finishing up game number 1. And a big, big win on opening night, especially for Coach Leipold and the Jayhawks.
Levi Wentz, who's a transfer for the University of Albany. Quick strike caught. Henderson immediately tackled by Akil Lampley, but and a first down just outside the 10-yard line.
Jim Zabrowski, I love the tempo early, man. Put the foot on the gas.
Quick throw, touchdown. That's Hanukkah. Deshaun Hanukkah, who, as you just alluded to. Highshaw winds up in the backfield now with Bowden Gruen in motion. Play fake. Little slip there by Jane, but he gets the throw off and wide open. It's caught by guess who? Bowden Gruen inside the 20, down near the 15. So a catch for the tight end, Bowden Gruen.
Man, he's deceptively physical.
Daniels. Henderson touchdown. The Alabama transfer, Emmanuel Henderson Jr.
Man, he is nice, isn't he?
His first touchdown as a J.
AD down in the open field. Real fun.
Makes the handoff to Highshaw. Jalen rolls out and throws a strike to Henderson. He's down around the 20-yard line. Emmanuel Henderson Jr. already has a touchdown. Motion man is Wentz looking in his direction, and there's Pickett. He had a huge first half in a win over Fresno State. Got a little banged up, didn't play in the second half, but Cam Pickett gets his first catch of this game, and it's a touchdown. But he has to
multi-talents.
He has to make a lot of tacos to feed that man. That's thrown to the tight end, Bowden Gruen, across midfield, all the way down inside the 40-yard line of Wagner. Jordan Johnson, number 7, had to make that tackle downfield.
Open his brain real quick and see everything going on.
I don't know if I'd want to stay long, but it'd be worth a look.
He's a special guy.
Highshaw looking to the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown, Kansas. 20-yard touchdown run for Kansas running back Daniel Highshaw.
I tell you what, yeah, I mean, it's Kobe Bain.
Daniels now looking Henderson's way, and he's going to take a shot for him. He adjusts, he's there, caught, and into the end zone, touchdown. He got Lampley a little spun around, and it was enough to get a step or two and a 62-yard touchdown to start the second half for the Jay. Marshall's going to keep it this time, and he's got some blocking to the sideline. 20-15. Got the Jets going there. Took it into another gear. They're going to say stepped out at the 19-yard line. Marshall, plenty of time. Looking.
Oh, my. Are you
still going? And gets cut down. Nice open field tackle there. Going to give it back to Stewart. Can he get in? He does. First career touchdown at Kansas for Harry Stewart III.
That's for all their hard work during camp.
And Kansas is 2-0 before it even turns to September. You don't get that opportunity very often in college football, just through a little quirk of the schedule.
Very rare.
That's the end of the ball game.
46-7, Kansas.
3 tight ends. Daniels throws it, and it's caught by Bowden Gruen, the tight end. Trades and motions for Kansas. They get a Pickett. Daniels up the seam, and it's caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Hanukkah up the ladder, and Kansas answers back.
Number 1. Didn't expect for him to play. He's out there on the field.
Missouri goes quickly. Pagula can run, and he cuts it upfield. Drop the football. Scooped up by Austin Alexander for a touchdown. Pagula, with carnage all around him, gets dragged down. Pickett, 7-1, a guy you mentioned on third downs. He was the motion man. Daniels takes a shot downfield, and it's caught. Levi Wentz hauls it in. Play under center, and it is Daniels in for a touchdown.
Senior. A lot of times everybody would do what? They're going to go right over the center.
Bo Pribula across the middle, and it's incomplete.
To find the marker.
And every Missouri drive feels lengthy. Pribula.
Mates at Penn State.
Hardy gets swung down.
Because it's the inability to run the football because of this Missouri defense.
4-man rush. Daniels zips one sideline, and he got it complete. Speed and explosiveness. Daniels back to the air. Felt the pressure. And Daniels takes off. Outraces Rodriguez. Stayed on his feet. You're with us. Daniels pulls it. He flips it. Hanukkah, another touchdown. Jayhawks back in front.
Improving their tackling from a couple of weeks ago against Missouri.
This is Tate Nagy. Near side, across the 40. Great return as he spins away from one, and he gets crushed from behind, but it's at mid.
driving Gruen, the tight end, into the backfield.
Play action. Daniels has time, snaps it over the middle. It is caught. Levi Wentz. Touchdown, Kansas. 41 yards from Daniels to Wentz on 4th and 3rd and long. Kansas just 1 for 5 today. Daniels seeing pressure, steps up, wide open space. First down, slides to the ground, and he got smoked. And there is some extracurriculars with about 6 flags down on the field.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be Fred Perry, who we just talked about.
Personal foul. Defense number 5 with targeting. That player is disqualified. The previous play is under further review.
Special teams, but he comes here to Kansas and he's been the top receiver through 3 games. Daniels fakes the option, has a man, it's caught. LaShawn Williams, touchdown Kansas. A 39-yard strike from Jalen Daniels to LaShawn. They need 2 yards to keep the drive alive. Fake to Bowers. Markiel pumps. Markiel on the run to the left. It's incomplete. Kansas's defense gets the stop shortly before halftime. Physical, tough, violent pass protector, too.
No doubt.
Daniels has an open seam, has the first down, squeezes between defenders. He's inside the 25 before he goes sliding down. Laith Marjan has already hit from 42 today. This one from 43 right before halftime, and he got it.
Never met her half.
Had touchdown passes of 41 yards and 39 yards, respectively. This is Emmanuel Henderson, who had a 42-yard kickoff return in the first half. Has a seam. He pulls through, and he's off to the races.
He goes.
Emmanuel Henderson opens the second half with a kickoff return touchdown of 93 yards. A 17-year-old at the time has been through 3 injuries, flips it out to a wide open target for a touchdown. Bowden Gruen with the touchdown catch of 7 yards, and it's all Jayhawks in the Big 12 opener.
Landing on air.
Over the middle, it's intercepted. Trey Lathan, the former West Virginia Mountaineer, with an interception off his former quarterback.
Almost caught it for him. Can't drop that one.
Williams, stiff arm, slides away from one. What a cut. Oh, stutter step. Williams still on his feet. LaShawn Williams for a Kansas touchdown. 62 yards. 4th and 2. Hands it off. Tyler Jackledge has a seam. He's twisted down. Football came out. Kansas says they have it, and they do.
He didn't have his best stuff against West Virginia last week, but had enough to get the win. Pressure from his blind side as he deals to the 40. Off to the races already. Emmanuel Henderson Jr. gone. Last week, a 94-yard kick return touchdown. On one strike here, 93 through the air.
They raved. Never drive like a new opportunity.
4-time captain in his 6th year with Kansas. Gives at the mesh point. That's LaShawn Williams breaking through contact. Contact balance indeed. Whirling inside the 40 with a rush of 25 yards. Able to play through it. Carson Brune, the tight end, motions into a trip set. Kansas from the fringe area. Going vertical. And they hit it. Pickett run out of bounds near the 10. He's playing at less than 100%. He's on a bit of a pitch count. There is a flag back in the pocket. Big 12 selection, an All-American for the track and field team as well. Daniels with his eyes downfield as the pocket pushed onto his lap. Able to connect at the 10.
Bryson Canty with 30 yards through the air. And maybe capture the lead before they do. Daniels retreats. Great protection. And a helmet-high catch at the 40 by Emmanuel Henderson Jr., who delivered that 93-yard sprint for the game's over in at tailback, even though it's been mostly LeSean Williams without Daniel Highshot today. Oh, a seam ball. Pulls out of the air for a touchdown. 24 yards for Bowden Gruen for the second week in a row. He hits pay dirt.
Andy hits the dab. I didn't know we were still doing that in 2025. An incredible job, and this is all the misdirection that we usually see that ends with a lot of room for tight end wheels, guys leaking out.
Most guys, given what he's been through, would have quit a long time ago. He's here in year 6. Nice catch. Henderson off to the races with a vapor trail behind him. He burns Taden Barnes for 75.
The scoreboard operator, I hope he got food at halftime.
Help them capture a field goal going to the break. He lines up in the pistol here. 3-runner coming after Sorsby. And for the first time this season, he is sacked. Blake Harold has the honor. Daniels called for the snap. And throws for the lead. Touchdown, KU. Levi Wentz puts the Jayhawks on top.
Gutsy call after gutsy call by Jim Zabrowski, the offensive coordinator, for his quarterback. Big bodies all over the place, starting with a full house backfield, get big to go skinny in the end zone, and another touchdown and another.
Daniels, the flamethrower, slipping through is Gruen. Gruen rumbling to the 25-yard line. Bowden Gruen has been one of the biggest surprises in the Big 12 this season. Daniels will sneak, and it looks like he's got the push. And this time he's still up. Daniels down to the 2-yard line. How did he squeeze out of that? Williams does the surge into the end zone, and the Jayhawks find pay dirt. And for the moment, the bounce house is still and a little bit more silent. Jalen Daniels led a touchdown drive last time out. Play action, rips it downfield, complete to Emmanuel Henderson, and that was the big play they were looking for. Before that, the longest and it's Williams to the end zone, his second touchdown of the night. Second and short, that's Carson Bruen in motion. Daniels pressured, back foot heave. How about it to Emmanuel Henderson? Daniels took a blow, but delivers to Eman.
And Lewis Carter, free rusher off the.
Daniels thinking about number 1 here. To the tight end, what a catch by Carson Bruen. The redshirt freshman with a big-time upside. And Marjan hits it. Just one miss since the start of last season for the transfer. Quarterback head coach duo with the FBS. Downfield, open! What a catch, Cam Pickett off the fingertips. Bounce house is loud. Kick is dying. And just has enough juice to get in from 41 yards out.
And they've accomplished that for the first 3 drives.
Pressure in the face, ball is out. Kansas has it, and nearly a scoop and score. Trey Lathan picked it up and was taken down at the 3-yard line. Jalen Dye trying to cash in from the red zone. Williams, touchdown number 3. He will throw. Kamara nearly got him and just runs right into a brick wall in the form of Tommy Dunn Jr. Montgomery bottled up. And another run stop near the line. Montgomery denied. Stopped short. 4th down. Fancher in the backfield with Miles Montgomery. Fancher will keep. He's going to be short. Kansas holds on 4th down. The much maligned Jayhawks defense with the stop of the night and potentially the season. Don't want to go backwards here. Fancher, incomplete. Kansas will hold on to win in Orlando. Jalen Daniels, Lance Leipold connected at the hip, and how about the backflip hit by Emmanuel Henderson? You know, before Leipold was hired, it was a big deal if Kansas won 2 football games in the season.
Downs as well.
They are down 1 defensive lineman with the injury earlier as that goes to the sideline, and Henderson tight-roping for a first down. A.J. Holmes in. The coach said to him, like, look, somebody's going to miss a block. Okay, now what? Daniels pulls it and throws it, and that's right on target for a first down for Canty down to the 10. He's watching the defense react to motion like this, yeah?
Exactly.
It's Henderson this time. They'll hit the back. Williams out of the backfield. Beautifully done. Touchdown, Kansas.
He got to him a little early, but it was because he was trying to make that play on the ball, which is within his right.
3rd down. 3rd down and long. Hammond down the middle. It's a jump ball interception. Taylor Davis picks it off. Probably need a touchdown, but I get where you're coming from. It's 3rd down and 13 for Daniels. He'll lob it right down the middle. Touchdown, Gruen. Here come the Jayhawks with upset on their mind. From 55 for Kansas. It is on the way, and it is good. He drilled it.
From Lawrence, Kansas, begins now. Nuremberg gets a chance. Fumbles! A takeaway on the opening kick. Ezra Vedral, a linebacker, pounces.
One of these tight ends in the middle of the field.
3rd down in the red zone. The QB pulls out on the edge and into the end zone. Ball did come loose. Kansas State pointing the other direction. The ruling on the field is a touchdown for Daniels.
So now all eyes on did that ball.
The 3rd quarter kickoff. Jalen Daniels calls for the snap. Hands it off. High shot. Still on his feet. He flexes. Would not be denied.
Well, the kicking net kept him from going through the back of the end zone, but the Kansas State defense could not. We mentioned that with the amount of time left, the run could still be on the table, but Highshaw just kept those legs.
For Oklahoma State, much better start for them in this one, but trying to do things defensively. A lot of time for Daniels. Well covered, but what a catch by Bryson Canty, who made the adjustment and is stepped out inside the 20-yard line. In that formation as well. Daniels going to give it up. Highshaw bounces off the pack, still going, and he does it again. Wow. A little bit of a different twist than the touchdown run he had late in the first half against K-State.
Daniel Highshaw doing what Daniel Highshaw does. That was incredible.
Mark, that's 2 weeks in a row where he should have been tackled in the backfield, but the legs continue to churn. He just slips that up, for morale for his team going into half.
There's Ward, a 19-yard chip shot off the left hash. Ball down, kick is away, and no! They come up empty. And a sudden boost for the Jayhawks, who will take a 3-point lead to the intermission.
And I believe it's the same guy, Leroy Harris, who we talked about last time, who swam and got in Logan Ward's way. Pick up that first down.
Gonna flip it here to Pickett in the open field, able to break one tackle. He's across the 40, makes a spin move all the way to midfield before he's met by Malik Charles. Well, Harris had an end up at the bottom of the screen. Daniels with time to throw. Good protection, has the tight end Cure wide open. He's down to the 5, and Kansas first and goal. Pick up a 27.
And Mark, he was actually room before he can get into the end zone.
On the pistol, Highshaw into the end zone, all alone, touchdown. And guess what? They go to the tight end, Bowden Gruen. His 4th touchdown catch of the season.
What a play call by offensive coordinator
Terrell Davis. 3rd and 6. His floors have a little more magic in that right arm to extend the drive. He's feeling pressure and he's sacked. Ball came out loose. Kansas did recover, but they say Flores was down. 46-yard line. A lot of discussion after that flag came out, but here comes Kansas in a fake here. Williams breaks free. This is Isaiah Marshall, the 3rd-string quarterback, who gets in the game. And a massive run, and suddenly the ball's right back about. Massive gain and a chance now to add to their 10-point lead. To the end zone, fighting touchdown. That's Bryson Canny. And Kansas has come out to start the second half with a couple of quick touchdowns. And they're up 23-7.
Really good read.
And those are the football short. So we switch sides of the field, and it's 4th and inches, and it's a handoff and a first down run and a lot more. There goes Williams. Le'Shawn brought down at the 2 or 3 yard line. Well, that's converting it. Great block by the
offensive coordinator, Jim Zabrowski.
Highshaw in the game. Will we see a Highshaw carry here? The answer is yes. Will we see a Highshaw touchdown? The answer is yes. That one was almost too easy for Daniel compared to the ones he's had to score this week and last week.
Gonna say, like pressure's coming.
Jackson in there as well, looking in that direction. Throws for Jackson, almost picked off by Lyric Rawls, the former Cowboy. But they do not convert on 4th down, and regardless, Kansas will take over.
He's just a long, limber athlete, man. He's able to just slip blocks and get into the backfield.
Cure gets a block in the backfield and allows Williams to streak through, and in the end zone, touchdown.
And they really love this split zone, right? They zone the offensive lines on the right. They bring both tight ends back across the formation. Nice physical run by Le'Shawn Williams getting downhill. But you're going to see the left side special teams. They got contributions from the offense and the defensive side as well. So if you're Lance Leipold, you have to love how your team responded today.
113th homecoming for KU, and they win for the 4th consecutive time on a homecoming Saturday. If you're Oklahoma State, Zane Flores being back was a huge story in this game, and him being healthy moving forward.
Or does it now? Who's the next team that can now pop their way into the top 12?
First loss of the season for BYU. Pressure on 3rd down and 7. Bulls out from Fafita. It goes out of bounds at the 6 as Jalen Todd came on the blitz. But a big part of this offense now. And 3rd down and 5. Pressure comes. Daniels got rid of it quickly, and a cut from Cam Pickett down the sideline. And Pickett bumped out of bounds. Wow. Don and Lance Leipold's Kansas team trying to punch it in. Right away, Daniels scampers in. It's a Kansas touchdown. What an answer from the Jayhawks. Daniels back in his normal spot with Deshaun Williams motioning out of the backfield. Protection holds up. Pickett's open, and Daniels spots him. Cam Pickett got around the edge, and he gets shoved out of bounds by Genesis Smith near midfield.
And it's just a nice job by this offensive line. Only 4 rushers for Arizona on that last play.
For Arizona's defense.
And here's this little look right over.
Daniels floats one. End zone hold in Henderson. A beauty from Daniels to his top wideout.
Wow, what a throw. What a throw. It was really because of the route. The route is what
capped the next checkpoint this season. On second down and 7. 4-man rush against Noah Fafita. Dragged down by Dak Brinkley. The redshirt freshman backup defensive end, the son of the former South Carolina.
It was on display right there.
Only when I get a little liquid into the phone. You go to the rice bucket.
Oh, I hear you. Good call. Good
Third
call.
down and long. Fafita is swarmed and brought down again. Dak Brinkley finishes him off as Kansas brought heat.
Yeah, this really is DJ Withers, number 50.
Some of his best football recently, especially the last 2 games he saw. Highshaw with a lane up the middle, and Highshaw rumbles forward inside the 30. First down and 17 yards for Highshaw.
Well, let's give credit to this offensive line, right? All these starters along the offensive line. This is just...
He's made from 65 in practice, from 55 in game action. Marshawn right down the middle. He stays perfect. Kansas is back in front, inside of 6 to go in the 3rd.
I was going to say Pac-12. It's obviously the Big Ten, ACC, the Big 12 now. We know that. ACC.
Fafita under pressure and swung down. Tommy Dunn Jr. gets home, and it's 3rd down and long.
Oh, just a nice job.
See what Fafita has done on 3rd downs today. Pressure comes. Fafita stands in, and now he's swarmed and sacked. DJ Withers and company get home, and it's 4th down.
So play a little bit soft on the back end.
They will hand it off to Highshaw. He's got the first down and an explosive run. Physical inside the 35 before he's finally stacked up. 31 yards on those first 2 carries for Daniel Highshaw after he had just 19 at halftime. Daniels launches into one-on-one coverage to Levi Wentz, who reels it in inside the 5.
On the outside, no help over the top.
This is Williams on the ground, right up the middle. It's a touchdown. What a start in this second half for the Jayhawks.
In both of these offenses, you see a lot of shifts, trades, motions.
A lot of time for Daniels. Slings it down the seam to Bowden Gruen, his tight end, and he is upended inside the... Ballard runs right, stops, hit as he throws to the end zone for a touchdown. Bowden Gruen with the catch. Cole Ballard's first toss of the day is for 6.
Looks pretty good.
Hands the football off to LeShawn Williams. Bursts through the crease, lowers the shoulder, and he pummels his way down just shy of midfield.
Daniels finds a sliver. And slides across midfield for a first down. Rushing yards against Kansas State last week. Little RPO, Pickett with room in the flat. Now some more room. Works his way inside the Utah 30. That's Gruen in the slot. And he's in motion. That was eye candy. Highshaw with the first touchdown of the game. Fittingly on senior day. Dampier dancing toward the sideline, nothing there. And no incomplete flags for Bentley. Kansas takes over, and they've got 2 top. Parker. Nakari Rogers, who's been their short yardage, their finisher, is in there to block. Quick throw, way offline. Leroy Harris having himself a ball game with another. Daniels will throw. Shot play. And it's hauled in by Henderson. They pick on Daniels. Did he get the push? Ruled a touchdown. They may look at this too.
They have to. After a takeaway, big men wearing number 0. I love that. There's a couple of other ones in there. Nice run here.
Oh, hold on a second. Kansas ripped it away. And it's Jayhawk foot win today. And they need Texas Tech to lose and BYU and Arizona State to win this weekend. Henderson behind his man makes the catch.
Come down along the sideline.
Underneath, Levi Wentz. Lots of room after the catch. The former Albany Great Dane picks up 20.
The big plays, 6 to 10 big plays. They're at 10. That recipe, everything except the passing is worked out.
LaShawn Williams into the secondary and took Teo Johnson for a ride. Games they've been outscored 50-67 in the fourth quarter. Hishaw breaks free. Benny brings him down from the back.
Bust out of just running it and start to throw it a little bit.
Utah brings the house. Henderson makes the catch in stride. First down, Kansas. Down the seam, caught by Cure for a touchdown.